Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Valerie, and we're at my home. So today we're going to review a new Kwikset lock.
This is the Kwikset. Let's make sure you get the code right. Smart Code 620.
All right.
It's a Z-Wave
Oh,
smart
this is
lock.
a Z-Wave 700 series smart lock.
Oh, that's right. 700 series. This is really
So
cool.
that's the latest generation of Z-Wave. So this should be really fast and
Really nice to
really
use.
nice to use.
Now, they did send us this. Kwikset sent
Yes.
us this for the review.
Kwikset sent us this lock to review, so that's great. So this uses a keypad and Z-Wave. So let's open it up and check it out. All right. Okay.
Careful.
Oh.
It's like all these boxes in there.
Boxes and boxes and boxes. All right. Okay, let's open that. Here's the instructions.
Okay, instructions. Well, look at how much instructions. I guess instruction manual with all sorts of things on it.
Some Rayovac high energy batteries.
Little drilling template in case you have to install it on the door. I never like drill out a door. It's always a replacement of what we currently have. So they have all that. All right. And like you said, the batteries. So
Okay, so for latch and strike. All this stuff is in this little bag here.
I'll leave it in the bag, I think.
Okay, here you go.
All right. So this is all the parts that you need for the strike. Okay.
This is for the lock. So
Well, you can
some
undo the
screws.
wrapping. You definitely keep it stuck up pretty good. The nice thing is that they do number them, just so you know. So keep in mind, that's why I don't like to unbag them when we're doing the opening, because they have the part numbers and it corresponds to the directions. And it's
Oh,
really
this is
handy.
nice. And all the screws are in their own individual bags. It's like one little tiny screw in here. And some more screws. They're all in their own little bags for the lock.
All right, so that's all those things you need. Let's see. This thing keeps wanting to. Here, let's see if we can do this. There.
All right, so there's that
There's the strike.
strike. That's what it's called, that thing.
Well, it's the latch, right?
Kinda greasy.
Well, they grease it up a little bit. But, you know, you have the latch here, and you can also adjust it, too, by the way, which is nice if you happen to have a shorter space in there. So, and they explain all that in the directions.
Okay, here's some more
It's sticky.
batteries. Must take 4
More batteries. Okay.
Just a piece of cardboard.
Ooh, important piece.
All right, let's open this other part here. All right, now here's the important stuff. Ooh, it's heavy. Okay, so this is the lock, or the keypad part of the lock. All right, so it's nice oil rubbed bronze, and it has a keypad, so you can set your codes, and also has a key.
Yep, so it's got the key and the keypad. And then in the back is the thing goes through the door for actually making the thing turn, and the electrical connection to the back plate. And some rubbery thing here. Well, I've never seen that before. We'll have to see when we go and install what that's about.
All right, here's the keys,
And keys, good.
and this is it. Move this box out of the way. This is the electronics. So here we go. Ready?
Oh, you love doing that, don't you?
Oh yeah, satisfying.
Now that does come apart. So
this
if you
comes
hold the
apart?
thing in your hand, like you hold it underneath it, and then pull the cover off. Just no. Just turn it over and lift the cover off.
There you go. Z-Wave Plus. And it's got some little QR codes there to install it.
Well, because it's a Z-Wave 700 Plus, you know, it has that smart install, right? We can put the code in there.
It even has the instructions how to add user codes right on here. Okay.
Yeah. So this goes in the inside, right? So this is where you're inside the house. You can, you know, turn the lock on, open and close the lock, or unlock the door. And then these are, it never comes off easy. And then, so this comes off, and this is the electronics that goes with it. And you see this hooks up, this piece here hooks into this guy here. Now, this plate that's like hanging here, let me see if I can get it out. this plate is used on the inside the door. So what'll happen is this will get mounted on the door, and then this will screw onto this so that it keeps everything in place. So it's kind of nice. So they give you everything you need.
Right.
The electronics there, the little bracket there, the back plate here. That's it. That's everything. We don't need the cardboard, I don't think.
So once we get this set up, we'll be able to open it with the code, number code here. We'll be able to use the key, of course, if we need to, and we'll be able to unlock it and lock it with one of our Z-Wave hubs.
That's it. All right. So I'm going to go off and install it and see how it works.
Great.
Okay, so when you go to install the lock, in our case, we already have the striker here. So what happens is you have to look at the size of the hole. So we have a 2 1/8 inch size hole on ours. And what you want is this here to line up to the center of the hole. So for example, that's how we already have that one installed. Now, if you had a different size hole, you see, you can turn this and change where the hole goes. The most important thing when you do this is, see the word up? Make sure the word up is up when you put this in. All right, so we've already installed it, and we already installed the strike plate over here. So it's very easy. Now let's install the electronics. Okay, so the first thing we want to install is the keypad on the outside, and you'll see it has like a rubber gasket and a ring. Because we have the 2 1/8 inch hole, we want to keep this on here. If we had a smaller hole, diameter hole, this piece would come off. So you just feed it through. You have to make sure that that little curved edge fits the curved edge of the strike. And make sure you put the wire underneath the strike. And there you go. Now it's on there. Now, you kind of have to hold it with one hand because it's going to try to fall out. And then to hold it together, you take this plate here and you feed this through, lock it down to the bottom here. There's like a little catch in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that catch in the bottom. Feed it through. All right. And then using these screws here, you install it. This is the part that's always a lot of fun because you have to get it through. You have to get it through the hole in here, you see. And then just get it started. And then put the other one in. Again, make sure you go through all the parts and then catch the outside. And then just take your screwdriver and tighten these up, but not too tight. You don't want to over tighten them. And then one thing you want to do is this outside here, you want to make sure, I don't know if you can see this, but you want to make sure it's parallel to the door. Just kind of hold it in place and give it one more little snug. Again, not too tight. Okay. Now that's in there nice and tight. He's hopefully he's all aligned. Let's see. Yep, he looks good. The outside looks good. Now we're attached. So the next step is to attach the electronics. So there's an up. Now just to point a couple things. One is the Z-Wave lock. So there's the smart code here, if you happen to have a smart code capable hub. And then you've got a couple of buttons, a program button and the A button. We'll need the A button. You want to make sure this triangle, the top of the triangle is up. Then on the back, you've got your catch for the outside lock to slide into, this tube here. And you've got your connector, and there's a little arrow on it. Find the little arrow on this one. On this side, line the arrows up. And then just hold them together. That's it. You're done. Now you've connected the electronics. And now the fun part. You have to get all of this wire into here, which I always find is really hard. So kind of push it down there, push it there. Okay. This is like the hardest part of these locks. I don't get it, but this is their design. So we do that, line up the mechanism. There it is. Now it's the electronics are on, and now the big dance is getting your screws in here to tie it to the case. Make these tiny little screws. So you mount it in the top, bottom hole, not the top. Okay. So that one's down and snug. Now we'll do the other side. Okay. So now we have the electronics on here, and you notice I have the battery pack out. Let me show you here. This is the battery pack. It's going to go in the top after we're done with the installation, but I've already put the batteries in the battery pack. All right. And now we're going to take the key, put it in the lock on the outside. And make sure it works. So it feels a little sticky, but it's working. All right. It'll be less sticky when you finally install it. So I'll leave the key in. All right. Now, we've done that. Now let's do the door handling. So I'm going to take the door, going to make sure it says door, face it that way. Okay, it just did the door handling procedure. It determines whether it's a left-handed or right-handed door. And you notice it moves nice and smooth now. Okay, once we've done that, then what we need to do is install it with the Z-Wave. All right, now using our SmartThings app, we're going to come into Devices. We'll say Plus. Add device. Okay, so we're going to scan the QR code. Once I access my camera. I normally just use my phone, but I'm filming with my phone. So here we go. We scan with the camera. It's getting everything ready. All right. Well, it's the front door. So we'll say living room. That's where the front door is located. So done. We'll say next. Get your device ready. We'll press the program button here. It's preparing. There it is. It's successfully loaded. It was that easy to scan the QR code, press the program button here, and then it finds it. That's it. All right, so if I want, I can rename the lock here. Okay, and we'll set it as a favorite. And we'll save. And we're done. That's it. Now it's in the living room. So I can press it now. It's unlocked. Battery's 100%. It's unlocking, so you can see it locked it. Now it says unlocked. Well, now it's locked. So I guess it was getting itself set up. I'll press it again. Now it's unlocked. Oh, that's fast. So next step, we just have to add this and make sure the triangle's up. Put the cover on. Leads on all the way. There we go. I gotta make sure it's the right way. So the orientation was to the left, put it on, and there it is. And then I could just turn it with a handle, lock and unlock it. And then I just have to put the screws in. Now for these screws, I use a smaller screwdriver only because the one on the bottom is a pain. So, okay, put this one here in. And just don't tighten it up all the way at the start. Makes it easier. Now see the bottom one, it's kind of a pain to get in because your door handle's in the way. So kind of get it started here. Just hold it in place. You can see why I used a smaller screwdriver, because it fits next to the handle a little easier. And then just tighten it down. Okay. We'll tighten our other two. Test it again. Make sure everything's okay. Test it with a key. Make sure it's okay. I think we can take out the key now. Okay, now we're all installed. This is unlocked. Let's lock it. That's it. It's all locked. And then the final test, of course, is close the door. Make sure that's going to work. And again, door's locked. That's it. We've installed it. So all we have left to do now is go in the SmartThings app and set the user codes. So we click on Life at the bottom of the page. All right. And you can see you can lock all. Press on this. And it just locked the door, but we want to put codes in there, right? You press locks, lock codes. All right. And create a code. Who will be using the lock? We'll put me down here. Mark. And we'll sign to lock. Kwikset front door. And the code, I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. And hit return. And then create code. So pretty straightforward. All right. So it's been created. All right. So it's already in the system now. So let's see what happens when I enter the code. So now I'm going to put the code in here. So I should be able to enter the code. Let's try it out. Press Kwikset. That locked it. Now I'll press it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Press Kwikset, it locks it. Press Kwikset again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's it. That's easy. So one of the cool things about this lock is there's something called auto lock. Now, you can set auto lock on, which means that after so many seconds or minutes, it'll lock the door automatically. And you can change that time delay. So let's see how to do it. Well, we already put the cover back on, so we can't access those buttons. Well, not actually. We can slide the cover off. This is where the battery compartment is, which makes it easy to change the batteries, of course. And you can access the A button and the program button. Okay, so it says you press the program button once, the A button once, and then the 2 buttons, so it's green, so it's now enabled. It says green lock button is enabled. If you press it again, it'll disable it, but we want it on. And then press the Kwikset button once. Ah, that's the secret. You have to press the Kwikset button on the keypad. Then I'd like it to be 5 minutes of auto lock, not 30 seconds, which is default. To do that, to get 5 minutes, you have to press the program button, the A button, press the 3 once, press the button for the corresponding to desired time delay. All right, so that means I have to go here to 3 and 4. So press program A3 and then 4. And then press the Kwikset button once. So then, just got to remember to put the cover back on. And you're done. Now, if I close the door, within 5 minutes, it'll automatically lock the door for us. That's the Kwikset lock. As you can see, it's very fast, easy to add controls with SmartThings. I can add the codes, no problem. I can lock and unlock it from the app. The other thing nice is because it's in SmartThings, that means I can use it in routines to, like, for example, lock the door at 11 o'clock at night automatically. So that's it. We really like it. I hope you do too. Thank you.